How's it gaming? I'm Phil in the Blanks, and welcome to a whole lot of Kirby. Jeez, that's a lot of Kirby. This is Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, a Game Boy Advance remake of the NES's Kirby's Adventure, which was a great game. We won't press anything at the title screen, we'll get a little story here. There we go. The peaceful world of Dreamland is in great danger. As Kirby stands there smiling, in Dreamland, dreams always flowed from the wonderful Fountain of Dreams. The Fountain of Dreams collected the hopes and dreams of all living things. It was also responsible for the sweet dreams and rest that come from deep sleep. But one day, everyone in Dreamland lost the ability to dream. Oh, that's awful. King Dedede was bathing in the Fountain of Dreams. That's also awful. He had even taken the Star Rod, the source of the fountain's power, and broken it into pieces that he gave to his underlings. Why does it look like wrapped in like a necktie? Now Kirby must embark on an adventure to restore peaceful nap times to all the residents of Dreamland. Who are you waving to, Kirby? As far as I know, you don't have any, like, family or anything. But yeah, that's a good enough setup for a Kirby story, I guess. But yeah, like I said, this is a remake of the NES's game, Kirby's Adventure, which was released in '93, so this was only 9 years later. It felt like forever back then when I was a kid. I was 8 when Kirby's Adventure came out. Nowadays, you gotta wait like 15, 20 years for a proper remake of something, but I guess remasters were always a thing, so let's jump in there. My File 1 is already basically completed. You need to beat the game twice to get the final mode, which is something I want to check out with you guys, so I figured we'll have that ready. But we'll go water drop, we'll erase the file, even though it's at 0%, but I want a fresh new one. Jump in there, start game, and like I said, it's called water drop. Depending on your percentage, there's different names for it. That's kind of cute. Start game! Level 1, Vegetable Valley. Jeez, this game is gorgeous. Wow. So it's a very faithful remake of Kirby's Adventure, as you can probably see by the level layout and stuff, but obviously just gorgeous with, is the Game Boy Advance 32-bit? Like 32-bit graphics? It's at least 16, but it is absolutely stunning. Look at Kirby, look how many frames of animation he has. Actually, I heard a story that apparently the spriter for this game was giving Kirby way too many sprites of animation. He was too smooth, and Masahiro Sakurai, had to tell him to stop giving him so many frames, because it was more important that Kirby moved, you know, the control was snappy and removed, like the response time was really good. But I would have loved to have seen what all these frames would have looked like. But yeah, no, it's a faithful remake of Kirby's Adventure. By the way, I'm going to get rid of this power, because down here, you can kind of almost see the shadow beneath this block right here. So we're going to go in there and try to snatch it. Oh, come here, you. Get UFO, the rarest power in the game, already. A tap of the button does it like a beam. Hold it a little bit for a laser, hold it a little bit more for a bigger laser, and hold it for even longer for an even bigger laser. This is, I think, the strength of a double inhale star, which is pretty powerful. Now, you only get to keep the UFO power for the level that you're on. Once you beat the level, you lose it. But hey, it's cool that the very first level has this, so. But yeah, no, if you've played Kirby's Adventure, you'll know exactly what to expect. The levels, oh geez, well, there goes my, there that goes. Bye, UFO. If you've played Kirby's Adventure, you know what to expect. The game has been faithfully remade, which means Poppy Brothers do not give you bomb power. That was introduced later on, but at the same time, a lot of powers seemingly forgotten after Kirby's Adventure is back. So like Backdrop is back, but it works a little bit more like Suplex. Fire and Burning, I hate the name Burning, it was called Fireball originally, are now two separate things like they were originally. The minigames are back, but they're all different. They all show up at the same place. This was originally, I think, the Crane game, but now it is Bomb Rally. Press A to hit the bomb. Okay. It's basically hot potato. Except if you don't hit it, you'll just die immediately, and apparently I died immediately. Am I supposed to aim it too? Yeah, I think I was supposed to aim it too. Oh, poor Kirby, you're so sad. No bonus. It's okay, I don't want your dumb bonus. Go make my own mini games. But yeah, the levels for the most part are all very faithfully remade, except for a couple places. One specific place I will talk about because it annoys the crap out of me. But yeah, it's great to see a lot of these old powers, like Throw is back, it's neat. Ball came back, I think this was the resurgence for Tornado, which has now become a staple power. But yep, definitely really cool. Some of the enemies have changed, not a whole lot. But like for the most part, like here's Poppy Brothers Senior, for example. But the powers are a bit of a downgrade if you're used to Kirby Superstar. So you don't have like the cool rising cutter thing for cutter. It's just throwing a cutter. So, but at the same time, it is a remake. I'm okay with that. So you're back to, let's just use Crash here. It looks wicked. Love the way, oh, it's so neat. You're back to having 6 units of health instead of a health bar like Kirby Superstar, which again, in my opinion, is a downgrade, but remakes are remakes. And you will lose your power if you get hit by literally anything, so you do have to be careful. Also, Spark is back. It's not Plasma anymore, it's Spark. The next game in the series, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, which is my personal favorite Kirby game, kind of blends, oh, there's a little secret door here, kind of blends the, this game with Kirby Superstar and really kind of nails the feel of future Kirby games. So I guess you could say this, and then, of course, Amazing Mirror, starts the more modern take on Kirby that would continue on for this, Squeak Squad, oh geez, Planet Robobot, Triple Deluxe, even Return to Dreamland a little bit. So, you know, this is kind of the start of it all. This is also the first Kirby game since the beginning of the anime that happened in the early 2000s, which I must say I was not a fan of, but I mean, by the time it started, I think I was like 17, and I was pretending that Kirby wasn't cool even though I loved Kirby. Like, I'm pretty sure I got this at launch date, or at least close to it. I had a GameCube, my girlfriend at the time, and I shared a GameCube. We both bought it together, and one of the things I wanted for it was she had a Game Boy Advance, but I liked playing on the TV, so I got a Game Boy Player. And the Game Boy Player is a little thing you put at the bottom of a GameCube, and it allows you to play Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games on your TV. I like playing on the TV more, so I grew up with a Super Game Boy, which is the same idea but for the Super Nintendo, so the fact that they kind of kept it going I thought was really neat. I wish the Wii had done the same thing for the DS, but whatever. So yeah, when I got that, I actually ended up picking this up with it. So this is actually my first Game Boy Advance game that I bought myself. That was like for me, not borrowing from someone else. It wasn't my girlfriend's, it was mine. And I loved it. I really, really liked it, because I love Kirby. And I wasn't as vocal about it in high school and middle school, because I was like, Kirby's for babies, no one play Kirby. Now I'm 40, and I'm like, damn, I love Kirby. I hope there's a new Kirby game this year. Because I'm a dork, but like, Kirby's just that great. Oh, we have museums, which means you can kind of, yeah, view copy abilities for free, I know. And I can get Sword, awesome. Sword, same thing, it's just this. And then the jump, you get the swirly swoop. I think it's faster if I run too. Yeah. Other than that, like, there's no combos or anything, so again, a little bit of a downgrade, but I grew up with adventure, so I'm really used to it. This guy will give us either ice or freeze, which again is its own thing. They're two separate things. Then we have freeze. Oh my gosh, you're adorable, Kirby. Look at him. He's a little ice climber. Also, not even just the anime. This is the first Kirby game that came out after Super Smash Bros. Melee. And Smash Bros. Melee really formed Kirby a little bit, so you can tell this is the Ice Climbers kind of look to it. And the menu, the whole menu and UI and stuff is very, it's very Masahiro Sakurai. If you played Smash Bros. Melee and Brawl and the other Smash Bros. Game, he has a very unique way of making his menus, and this game kind of continues it. Kirby's Air Ride is another one that really feels like you can tell, oh, this is Masahiro Sakurai. It's got his fingerprint all over. Kid Icarus Uprising, same thing. And it's kind of neat that, like, you can straight up tell who the developer of the game was because of something so little. I think that's kind of cool. It really shows he puts his mark on his game, you know what I mean? That you can really tell it's him. First world boss already. This is Wispy Woods. We are, you know what, if you want to really, oh, can I? Oh, you can't, like, land on his head like you usually can. If you want an easy fight, this is it. Hold the B button. But let's let go of our power. This is how you're supposed to fight him. You grab the apples, throw the apples. He's still very, very easy, even though I got hit. And he attacks by hitting you with, like, little puffs of air like that. And now he's dead. Wispy Woods is in almost every Kirby game. Almost. Not quite every one, but almost every Kirby game. Or, like, a variant of him is almost in every Kirby game. I'm finally playing Kirby and the Forgotten Land, I think it's called. I keep forgetting. It's such a boring name for a Kirby game. I keep calling it Lost World. And like, Wispy Woods is in it, but it's not really him. And I'm just like, okay. But the idea's there. Oh, this is weird kind of little platforms. But yeah, no, this is a great game. I find Kirby's very fast in this game. Look at this. Look how fast he goes after you exhale. I don't know. There's something about it. His control is very, I wouldn't say slippery, but he's very quick. Oh, can I not just duck under these? Wow. It's been a while since I played this game. It's been a while since I played a lot of games. Man, I used to go through, like, every game in a franchise, like, almost at a yearly basis when I was younger. When I was a kid, I would go through, like, every Mario game every year. And then, even, like, well into my teens, pretty much every time. It wasn't until, like, my 20s where, like, all of a sudden, there are too many games. Playing every Mario game is a year-and-a-half thing. It's crazy, unless you're, like, a streamer and you do it over the course of 2 weeks because you don't like your own health. But, yeah, back then, I'd play these Kirby games and all these, like, so often. Link to the Past, same thing. Now it's, like, impossible. There's so many dang games. And, I mean, I'm 40 now, which means, you know, halfway there. So I don't want to spend all my time playing games I've already played. I want to play the new stuff, too. So, gotta really pick and choose. Oh, almost made it that number 1. It's okay. We got Tornado. And that's a fun one. I really like that Tornado came back. Now, kind of a shame is, in the bottom you see it just says Tornado in a boring font. Kirby's Adventure had these really fun, ooh, nice, really fun, unique pictures. And they're not in this game, but if you pause, you do actually see them. It's just a shame that you don't really get them, unless you pause, or right when you get the power, you get it. I like this. Spin, 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 ah! Okay, sure. Here's another new minigame. It's my favorite new minigame out of in this game. Kirby's Air Grind. Press A to grind the rails. You can't grind black rails. And it's basically just, yeah, hold the button down. And when you see the spikes, which I call it's called black rails, but they're spikes, let go. And the closer you are to the spikes when you kind of restart grinding, you'll get a little boost. Like, great, right there, for example. Good. Ow, my bum. Oh, it hurt. But this is very easy. We're against the computer. You could hook up your Game Boy Advances. I don't know if it worked on the player, but you hook up your Game Boy Advances, and you could play these games all 4-player, which I thought was very cool. Probably couldn't do it on the Game Boy player because you need your own screen. But against the computer, it's very easy. Each minigame also has 3 levels of difficulty, so. Oh god, I love this game. Kirby game's just good. There are rumors that Kirby Planet Robobot is going to come to the Switch, or Switch 2, I guess, maybe. And, whee! And I would love that, because Planet Robot's really good. But it sucks because it means they skipped over Triple Deluxe. And I'm just the type of guy where I'm just like, just put them all on there. You know what I mean? Like just do both of them. They run off the same friggin' engine, just do both of them. So, I don't know why they don't. I mean, I know why they don't. They want your money. But it's just such a shame. Because then you miss one, and then all of a sudden you have fans who are just like, I really like this one, but I'll never see it. This is Wheel. Everyone likes Wheel. Wheel is great because you... Oh, that was no fun. I like it when they have, like, a long stretch. It's like a little... There we go, like here. Yeah! This is neat. Very fun. Just, I don't know. Obstacle course stuff. I've always loved obstacle courses. Very fun. There we go. Levels are so fast in this game. My goodness. This is not meant to be a long one, a long Let's Play. We pretty much just finished Paper Mario, which is a long one. It lasted 34, I almost said issues, as if it was a comic book. 34 episodes, and it was great. I really find it went well, but I was like, I need something a little bit smaller. There we go. So we did Captain America, which was only 4 episodes, and I expected it to only be 4 episodes. This one I'm not, whoa. So this one I'm not expecting to be very long either. Oh, damn. Okay, well, I was pressing that too early. That must be why. Oh, 3rd place Kirby looks even sadder than 4th place Kirby. You gotta one-up Kirby, don't be sad. But yeah, this was not a long one, because it's nice to have like a long one, whee, and then a couple short ones, and then a long one. We don't want crazy long Let's Plays for the entire year. So I've got a lot of fairly long Let's Plays this year. Oh, we want to switch over to the sword. We have another opportunity for UFO here. Swoop. Make sure not to hit this one, because you need that jumping. So let's get rid of sword, because I don't want to get bogged down by the power. careful. UFOs die in one hit if you touch them. So if you hurt them with your own body and get hurt, you will lose the ability to get this power. So, and it's just a fun power. Man, UFO's great. It's slow underwater though, but it's also one of the only powers you can use underwater. Keep in mind, getting hit underwater is immediate loss of your power because you cannot inhale underwater. Later Kirby games you can, in modern Kirby games, but man, back then, nope. No power for you if you're underwater. Get away from me. Get out. Brontobert, go! Jeez, is there anything down here? I always wonder if there's something over here. Can I? I'm gonna kill this though. I don't want to die. I don't want to lose a life, but I always wondered if you could go there. Way back in, I believe, 2019? When we played Kirby's Adventure, maybe even earlier, I did not show you guys the HAL room. And most Kirby games have a HAL room. This game does not have it, I don't think. This remake, which is a little weird when you think about it. But whatever. These are the Meta Knights, which are Meta Knights, like cronies, little gang of characters. It's cool they brought them back. I don't really think you see them in more modern Kirby games. I don't think so, anyways. Yeah, I was talking about, I'm playing Forgotten Land, or whatever it's called, which is the newest Kirby game, right? Well, I guess the Wii remake, but the newest original Kirby game. And it's fully 3D, and I finally picked it up, because it was on sale for Black Friday, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm going slowly in it. I only play around James, because he likes Kirby, and he thinks it's cute. Whenever I save a Waddle Doo, or a Waddle Dee, he's like, bye-bye, when they fly off. He just likes them a lot. Oh, what's in here? And I'm impressed with how good it is. I love that picture for Laser. I'm impressed with how good it is for the first 3D Kirby game. It doesn't, like, break the mold or anything. It's not, like, open world, but it's just good. And it feels like Kirby, which is impressive. I just wish there were more powers in it. Like, you have, Ranger, which I'm like, could have just been Laser, but okay. It looks neat, I guess. But yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it. It's also fun because you're seeing enemies and stuff that aren't really ones you see in a lot of Kirby games, or are new to this Kirby game because it doesn't take place on, like, Popstar. So it's pretty good. I'm liking it a lot. I'm liking it way more than I like Star Allies. Star Allies was a huge disappointment for me. And it's not even that it was a bad game. It was fine. It's like, boy, you did nothing new. And this was like the age of Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey, where so many of Nintendo's first-party stuff were trying brand new things. They were just like, let's just make Kirby but 4 players, and that was it. We have Mike. Mike is always fun, microphone. It's a full-screen kill move, like Crash, except it hits 3 times, making it better than Crash. But Crash is cool because it's a giant nuke on screen and makes Kirby look badass. This is still neat, though, because you got, like, the whole... Yeah! And then the last one is, like, I think gets the mohawk, the rocker hair. Let's do it right over here. Not really anything to kill, but let's use it here anyways. Yeah! Look at that! That's great. I guess originally the voice actress for Kirby, I don't know her name, I guess had voiced some other lines for Kirby, and Kirby was going to be a little bit more vocal in this game. But I guess Sakurai didn't like that because he thought it being a sprited 2D game, it felt weird for him to talk a little bit more. And I think that might have been something about the Super Mario Advance games, where Mario and company don't shut up. Like, there's way too much of them talking in those games, considering they're just remakes of, you know, Mario 2 and stuff. So they only kept the lines for, like, when Kirby dies or Kirby uses Mike. That's it for today. We'll call it. But yeah, this is Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. Just a fun game, and one of 2 Kirby games we will be playing this year. We'll be playing one of the fun spin-offs later this year that I also grew up with. But there we go. With that, I'm Fill in the Blanks. I'll see you next level. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to know when the next episode is up. If you want to support my channel, share some videos with some friends and consider supporting me on Patreon.